Hello, this is Danny from Danny Design Studio. Thank you so much for joining me again today. We're on day 8 of the 12 Days of Christmas series, and if these videos are something you like and would like to see more, then please like and subscribe by pressing the subscribe button at the right hand side of the screen, and then you'll be sent notifications of when I upload so you don't miss anything. Now today we are making this little project. Last week I made a box for a single cupcake. Now today this box holds 4 cupcakes, and I did want to make a box for 6 cupcakes, but I'm limited to the actual size of the card that we sell. So we sell, the biggest card we sell is 12 by 12s, and I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So it's 4 cupcakes today. So at Christmas time, a lot of my gifts to friends and family include homemade gifts and chutneys and jams, Christmas cakes and cookies. And I thought this year it would be nice to actually make boxes for my gifts. So what the cakes are standing on is a little sort of insert which we're going to make. So this is a little window box, and this is what it's standing on. So we're going to make that, and then we're going to cover the box with some lovely papers. Just going to pop that on there, and this comes from, I've used this before, but it's just such beautiful papers. We're going to cover the box with these lovely papers from the Most Wonderful Time product medley, and celebration dies I'm going to be using for the window, and the little tag top, and wrapped in Christmas. So let's get started with these. So first of all we need the base of the box. So the base of the box is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to get my Simply Scoring tool. Just going to see if this is in shot. Yes, it is. So on all, you've got your 12 by 12. On all 4 sides we are going to score at 3. There we go. So that's that one, and then we're going to cut up, sorry, we'll just score this, burnish this first, my bone folder. Burnish it on all 4 sides, and then we're going to cut up these little squares. I think actually I'll get my larger scissors, a bit easier. So, and then this is the bit that's going to fold back, so you don't want the whole square, just want to take a tiny bit off that. So again on all 4 sides, take this square off. So the sides of your box is, well, the dimensions of the box are 6 by 6 by 3, and that's sort of the largest you can get from the size of cardstock we've got. So we've got 12 by 12, because you need the depth on the side of these boxes to accommodate the actual cake, and depending on how big the cake is. So then we're going to actually now just decorate the side of the box. So you've got your DSP, which I'm going to use this one, It's quite cute, quite nice for children because it's got a little candy cane. So you're going to just glue this side. So I'm just going to glue this bit, and I'm using the Stamp and Seal Plus just for quickness, but you can use whatever you like really, even wet glue. In some ways wet glue is probably better because you've got to be quite precise with this glue. Once you put it on, you can't really take it off. And obviously if you've got a directional paper, this isn't, it can be put anywhere. And it's just these 4 rectangles you want to cover. So I'm just eyeballing it before I put it down. Wet glue, I think, if I was doing it without any time involvement, I would probably use wet glue because I can be a little bit more, I've got that little time to set it straight if it's a bit wiggly. So then you want all these 4 corners you want to glue because they're going to be your tabs. Oops, see, that's the trouble with this really strong glue. Sometimes takes the card. I'll do that one first. Wonderful stuff, but it is very, very strong. So then line it up. It's easier to actually pop it onto your flat surface, and then you can get your corners done really well. So you've got that's 3 inches there, so you've got a good box, and you could put another little insert in here just to give it a bit of more strength, but I found that it was fine. So we're going to make the inside of the box now. So we need a slightly smaller size card, and that measures 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Then we need to score this on all 4 sides, and that is at 1 inch. So that's your scoring done. Then if you burnish it with your bone folder, and then what we're going to do next is we need a 2-inch circle punch. So you're then going to fold these 2 back, and you're going to draw a cross. I've got a little ruler here and a pencil, and it's just under 6 inches. So in the middle I'm going to eyeball the 3, and I'm going to just score a line just very lightly across, and again on this side. So you basically, what this is for is to position your punch so that you can get it sort of in the middle. It's just a guide because you're going to put your circle punch in the middle. So your circle punch, this needs to be folded back in order for your punch to get into the middle of that square. So you're just going to really eyeball it. It's a rough measurement. And then again on this side. And the last one. There we go. These little discs can be used for other cards. I've kept mine and used them. So then you can rub this out because you don't need it anymore. So there we go. You've got these little things in the way, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, nobody's going to see that. It still works as a little sort of raised area that you can put your cupcakes in. Now, obviously these 4 little squares are the ones that you're going to cut just exactly like the same as what we've done before. But this is going to show if it's, and it doesn't matter if it does show, but what I'm going to do is just snip that off. This side it doesn't really matter because you're not really going to see it. And then this side, again, I'm just going to snip that down. And then what I'll do is just burnish it again because I'm going to use the wet glue. I want a really nice edge to this. I'm just going to, just so that it folds in nicely. So then I'm going to use the wet glue on these little tabs. And then, as you know, the Tombow is lovely and strong glue, very good glue, and it just gives it a few seconds, gives you extra time just in case you don't get it right. And you can see it literally takes seconds and it holds up really well. So there we go. Give it a little press again. And these bits, you know, you're not really going to see, so it goes straight into your box. So let's have a look. There we go. And then your cakes won't really sort of roll around. They keep it nice and sturdy. So let's make the top of our box. So the top is, what size is it? So 8 and 1/16 times 8 and 1/16. So then we're going to use our Simply Scoring tool again. You can use your trimmer for this as well, but I just prefer this. So score 1 inch on all 4 sides. And that's it for the scoring. So then I'm going to burnish, because this is going to be our little window at the top of here. It's quite nice because you can see your cupcakes and how lovely they are when you make them. So I'm going to, in order to get this through the die cutter, you need to fold this in, otherwise you won't get it through. So you need to fold that in, and then I've got my dies are here, and I'm using the Celebration label dies. I actually can't find my die now. Where is it? Is it in here? No. Here it is. Got it. So with the Celebration label dies, make sure that obviously that is the top of your box. That's the inside and that's the outside. So if you lay it down, I've just put, you could have washi tape, which I have got somewhere. You could have washi tape. With the washi tape, I find that it's a little bit sticky and you don't want to spoil your card. So if you do use washi tape, just take the stickiness off it a little bit and you can still use that. Or the other thing is, if you haven't got washi tape, I use little post-it notes. So the post-it notes, the sticky bit, lays down wherever you want it really. And again, this is not measured, it's just eyeballed. So you're going to pop it where you think is central enough. Press it down with your sticky bits of your post-it notes, and then that's ready to go through the die cutter. And then you come out with something like that. So obviously through the die cutter it's got to go that way because otherwise it won't fit through. So then you need a little window sheet. So I've got my little window sheet which measures 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Now we sell this in Stampin' Up, and everything will be in the description below if you are interested in getting anything like that. So now when I did my first box, I put the glue on the window sheet and realised that there's a little thin bit here and it lapped over the glue in here. So I thought, well, the better option is actually to put the glue on the card. So I'm just going to put this glue on the card instead. And then you sort of know where to put it really. There we go. And that's your window. And then you're going to just do exactly the same. These little 4 corners need to be cut. So that is your box. And then we're going to just decorate the top of it. So I'm going to use, inside the Most Wonderful Time medley is this lovely little tinsel trim. I need that, and also in the Celebration dies there is this little one that looks like just like a gift tag. So I have used this on the papers that are from the wonderful medley papers, these little cards. There's quite a few of these, and I'm going to use that, and then a piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp on it using my block. And from the Wrapped in Christmas, I'm going to use a little something for you, which I think is quite cute. So I'm going to pop that on there, And then it's quite nice, this stamp, because it's at an angle, so you don't have to get it really straight. It doesn't matter. And this is in real red. And then what I quite like to do is just offset it like that. So obviously you don't want your glue on that bit. So the best thing to do is just put your glue down the middle, because then you know it's not going to be up the top or down the middle. You're just going to offset it a little bit. Just gives it another little sort of niceness to it. So then I'm going to use the stars on here, trim, and the ribbon that I'm using is from the Ornate Garden ribbon combo pack, and you get a terracotta tile one, and this is old olive, and the old olive is in the papers that we've just used. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to make a little bow, and this time I'm going to put it at this end, I think, because last time I got a bit of glue there, so I had to cover it up with some ribbon, and I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to pop it at the top, sort of have that there, and then put my little star on as well. Put a couple of stars on. So probably the best thing, it sort of curls round this lovely tinsel trim, and what I did was just cut a bit off and then tied it round the middle of the bow, just to give it another little something, and it looks quite cute when it's all curly as well. There we go. So then I put a little glue dot on here, roll it up on my fingers, bit fiddly, just put another one, roll it up just for strength, just in case. And then, oh, the bow's gone a bit funny. There we go. So that's going to go up there. And then that, because I want it sort of there, I'm going to sort of eyeball it and see where it's going to go on my card. So I might well do it on, put the glue on there, and then that can go on like that, and that's it. I haven't put the cakes in because that's going to get messy, and so these are the two little cupcake boxes, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give it a try. Until next time, happy stamping, crafters! If you like this video, please click the like button below, and please subscribe and select the bell icon to all to receive notifications of when I upload. Thank you.